Hello guys and welcome to GGM Stand Manchester United fans channel, and we are going to start with a disappointment from the game that has just ended against Middlesbrough. And I feel so bad that we have lost that game. In the first half we could have had at least 3 goals, but due to some you cannot understand some factors, we were not able even to score the second goal. Ronaldo had the opportunity, Pogba created the goal, created the penalty, but he could not score. And it is even questionable whether the tactics of the coach, they are effective throughout the game, because if you look at the first half, you could have thought we could have won even 5-0 because of the many chances we had. Even the start of the game, they can tell you, first half we had 8 attempts, I think at least 8, and we only scored 1 goal. And I'm really disappointed. I'm very angry that this season we are going to end without any trophy, because I don't think we are going to win any trophy playing like this, like the Champions League, and that's the only trophy that is remaining, because we were knocked out of the Carabao Cup by West Ham. Now Middlesbrough has knocked us out of the FA Cup. The magic of the FA Cup, some of you know the magic of the FA Cup, and I'm fuming. I expected to be buzzing at this time, but now I'm fuming, because how can you control a game with 9 shots on target and you only score 1 goal? Some of you fans may think that the goals Middlesbrough scored was not supposed to count because of the hard ball, but we should have scored many goals, so that even if they score even they score a goal like that is questionable, because some of you are still saying that it was a hard ball because if it was against us, I think we could have the goal could have been disallowed. But if it is because it is for Middlesbrough, the goal stood. Okay, we are going to go to the player ratings right away, but before we go to the player rating, I don't think, in my own opinion, Ralf Rangnick has really proved he has tactics against these players, but those tactics are not working throughout the game. You could see in the first half we were very good at counter pressing, we really played well, but coming to the second half, our game slowed down. Middlesbrough came back to the game, and one of the major mistakes the manager did is taking Paul Pogba off and Marcus Rashford, because the moment Pogba left that pitch, the midfield was chaotic. Fred couldn't control the ball, McTominay was everywhere. Fred is not a consistent player, and that's why he never started the game. And I think the problem in Manchester United sometimes, regarding the coaches, is some of the substitutions. You could see even before the game ended, Sancho was asking for a substitution, though he had pulled his hamstring, but the manager could never subbed him. Sometimes even you wonder how comes managers are reason like that, because how can a player be injured and he's asking for a sub? And you know, every player wants to play every time. Even if they are going to play every game, they want that. But when you see a player telling you, I have a problem, excuse me, please bring another player in, and the manager refuses, that shows you the level of thinking of a manager, because he thinks that a player who is injured can save you in a game. But the major problem he made is taking Paul Pogba off, because Pogba controlled that game. And when we were taking the penalties, you could see Pogba, he was really destroyed when Anthony Elanga skied the last penalty. And I feel bad. I feel bad for the young. I feel sorry for the young lad, because that was one of his major penalties that he has ever taken. It was a decisive penalty. I thought another player could have taken it, maybe somebody like Phil Jones, but all the same, we lost the game. And let's go on. Let's let's go on with the player ratings. Okay, starting with the keeper. Okay, somebody like Dean Henderson, he did well. There's sometimes there's one chance a chance he saved us from whereby Middlesbrough could have scored. Throughout first half, he was just there. There was no attack from Middlesbrough. They had 0 shot on target, 0 attempts on target. For me, Dean Henderson is going to get a 5 out of 10, and the 5 is not too harsh, because you could see the way he was he was diving even before the penalty is taken, meaning it's like he doesn't practice on penalties, because you could see every player Manchester United major player scored the penalty, but the keeper hey, he was a joke at the penalties. And maybe many of you thought Dean Henderson was good at penalties, but no, I prefer De Gea once again. Okay, now for Diogo Dalot really played well this game, and he's going to get a 7 out of 10. Rafael Varane, he came out after 90 minutes, but I heard it is because of he preferred giving him some rest because of the upcoming games. And the other one, Harry Maguire is 6. He never did a lot in the game, especially even defensively. He looked quite shaky when Middlesbrough were attacking us. He allowed the players to come to the box, and he never covered for Luke Shaw when Luke Shaw had overlaps. That's why he's going to get a 6 out of 10. Then Paul Pogba for me today is my man of the match, and the reason why he was taken off, even right now, I can't understand. And he's going to get an 8 out of 10. McTominay, 7 out of 10. He played really well in the first half and also in the extra time. Second half, he was quite a bit slow, playing with Fred. Marcus Rashford, also a 7 out of 10. Marcus Rashford really played well, only that the chances that were coming, they never came to his leg, except one that he skied, and he was 1-on-1 with the keeper. And the other one is Bruno Fernandes was quite wasteful, and together with Ronaldo, I'm going to come to Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes, I'm going to give him a 6. And some of you may say it is a bit harsh, but he really played poorly. Okay, it's not about playing in the pitch, but his conversion rate is very poor. You can remember the time the Middlesbrough keeper made a mistake, and instead of being cool and calm and collected like in the penalty, he just hit the post. And you could wonder, even the other chances, he's just throwing crosses and there's nobody to attack them. It's like he is confused. Of late, Bruno Fernandes, to tell you the truth, he has not been the same, and that's why I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. Jadon Sancho did well with the goal, although some will say it was deflected, but it was a good goal. Quite a few footworks, and then he scored, and he's going to get a 7 out of 10. And then Cristiano Ronaldo, he was the most wasteful player today in the pitch. I don't understand it. It is because of his age, because tomorrow he is going to turn 37, and from now on, I think I'm going to change my opinion on Cristiano Ronaldo, but I think we should not rely so much on him. Tomorrow he turns 37, and that means he is not going to help us much. Okay, coming to the substitute, Fred never did much in the game, but he did well with the penalty, and the time he got the yellow card for pulling the Middlesbrough player, he saved us. Maybe they could have scored, and that's quite a good decision he made, although he got a yellow card. Anthony Elang, Fred, I'm going to give him a 5 because he never did much in the game, because he was never able to control the midfield. Okay, for John Mata is going to get a 6 because the moment he stepped on the pitch, he controlled the game. You could see the ball on his feet. He was trying so much to put the ball into the box, not with crosses but passes, because crosses, there's no cross that you could have scored today. And he's going to get a 6 out of 10. And for the manager cost us this game. I tell you, the manager cost us this game, and it is because of the poor substitution. He could have understood the game. Somebody like Bruno Fernandes, he was playing well, but he could not have taken Pogba off. I would have preferred even taking Bruno Fernandes off, and Pogba should play number 10. Then maybe Fred is going to play number 8 and number 6, then McTominay number 8, and that could have worked quite well, because the battle in the midfield, that's where we lost the game. We lost the momentum in the second half, and then we were not able to score the goal, and then we went to extra time. Still the same thing. United players are the one who are wasting time. Every chance we create, nobody wants to score. It's like when you get the ball, it's like something else is ringing in your mind. Let me not score. I think I have to make a point. I don't know what point they are trying to make these Manchester United players, but all the same, the manager is going to get a 4 because he cost us the game. First of all, something else I want to talk about is the penalty for Cristiano Ronaldo. The penalty he took in the first half. Okay, the way he went to the spot kick, you could see he was going to waste that penalty, because the way he went to the ball, you could see even the keeper was about to catch it, but he kicked it outside. Even the keeper never did much today, especially in Middlesbrough, because he never saved any penalties in the extra time. And also the penalty for Ronaldo, he just kicked it outside. But I won't blame him so much because of that penalty. But next time they are going to practice well in the penalties, especially for young players, because Antonio Elanga, it is because of he doesn't have much experience on games like this. Okay, there's another player I forgot, is Phil Jones, who came in the extra time. Phil Jones is going to get a 3. He never played well, and he missed the last chance of the game, and we could have won even without going to penalties. That tells you why some players need much fitness even before coming to the game, and that is on the manager. And I'm going to repeat that loss, and us going to the end of the season without a trophy, we are going to blame the manager, because he's the one who cost us today's game. I don't think the players really played well in the first half. The manager could have seen the tiredness in some players, take them off, especially Ronaldo. Even if he got the ball, he could not shoot because he looks tired, and that's where I think he could have brought in another player like Antonio Elanga, maybe at number 9, but not in the wing. Rashford should have remained in the game, because he was the one who could have made even. He has scored the winning penalty at extra time, because Elanga had to take it, because all the other better players had taken the penalties. So that's why I'm saying I'm going to blame the managers. Okay, I'm going to read some of the comments. I'm going to jump on the comments from my Twitter account. Someone United is saying that only Manchester United are allowed to turn football into basketball. And that one is quite funny, but it is a problem. The problem with Manchester United is not even about conceding goals. It is about the tactics, because players are able to adapt to Rangnick's tactics at first half, but when it comes to second half, they are all over the place. They don't know where to play. You could see even Anthony Elanga coming off to the pitch. He was playing as a number 10, and yet he has replaced Rashford in the right wing. You could see the disorganization from the team. Another one saying that Manchester United now have gone 5 years without winning a domestic trophy, and that is true, and that's where we are having a problem. 5 years without winning a domestic trophy, and we are the best club. It is really paining us. Now this season has gone without any trophy, because playing like this, we are not going to win the Champions League. Somebody like Jadon Sancho has been injured now, and we are still out of the FA Cup. Now we are waiting for the Premier League game, and the Premier League, maybe we finish top 4 only. That is the main goal now in our objective now as a team. The main thing now is to finish top 4, because we are not going to achieve anything else this season. And someone else who is not a United fan is saying, let's gather here and laugh at Man United. Okay, you can do that. Today was not our day. The problem with our players is the mentality, especially when the coach goes and sits on the stand. Like in the second half, Ralf Rangnick just went and sat on the stand. The disorganization from the game made us look weak. Middlesbrough were getting chances. Okay, all that said and done, remember to subscribe to this channel. We are going to have fun vlogs tomorrow, and be sure to join us again here in this channel. Like the video and subscribe, and see you on the next one.